Hi everybody, it's Dr. Matthew Campbell again in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Pediatric Diagnostic Associates. I am here today to further tell you about other nicknames that I have been given and answer our first question from a patient's family. So, other nicknames that I have been given over the years, Dr. Mac, Dr. Matt, Dr. Soup, Dr. Lollipop, and Dr. Kazoo. And the story behind that, for Kazoo in particular, is part of how I decided to become a pediatrician. So when I was in med school, I was trying to decide between family medicine and pediatrics, and one of my mentors, Dr. Edward Clark, shout out to Dr. Edward Clark, and red tractors and saxophones. He helped me one day. We were rounding in the hospital, and we had a little girl that had cancer in the hospital, and went to go see her, check on her, and before he walks out of the room, he finds out that it's her birthday. And he whips out a kazoo from his pocket and plays her happy birthday in the office. And ever since then, I have been enthralled with the idea of being able to make a child's day better. He walked out of the room that day and said, "Matt, you can't do this anywhere but pediatrics." And I believe he's right. And I still have the privilege of playing my kazoo for kids on their birthday in the office that I have found to be really fun. And some of the faces I see from the kids and from the parents absolutely makes my day. So I've enjoyed that very much. And for the second part of my talk today, I wanted to go through the first question that I had asked to me, which is, when should you start allergenic foods in a baby, particularly those who have a strong family history of food allergies in the family and parents or siblings? So the answer to that question is, ideally you would start allergenic foods like peanut butter and eggs as early as 4 to 6 months old. The reason for that is it increases the chances that your body will recognize those foods as being normal things and not something that your body should react strongly to, like with a food allergy. And so people have asked me, how do you do that? And one of the questions is, can I do that with solid foods? And at about a 6-month-old, I usually recommend doing like creamy natural peanut butter on a spoon or little finely chopped up scrambled eggs. And if you're worried, you can always start that in like putting it on their skin just to see if there's a reaction. And I have some parents that will sit in the parking lot and call me and say, "Hey, I'm about to feed my baby some peanut butter." And I say, good, if you need to come in, we'll know exactly why. And that has provided some support for some families. For the other part, for babies that are 4 months old with a really strong family history, there's some peanut powders that you can use and mix in with the bottle. So any questions or thoughts on this, I'd love to hear from you, or any thoughts on Dr. Kazoo. And I look forward to talking to y'all again soon. Have a good weekend.